Some people are saying that the black women who are talking about this are bitter, and this is why they don't get chosen. There's been a lot of things.
Today's topic is going to be about a viral clip from a UK rapper music video that he did for his daughter, and he invited all the affluent men in the UK as fathers with their children to show appreciation to his daughter and represent that. But here is what got a lot of black females triggered, is that there wasn't enough representation of young black children with those black fathers, meaning that all their partners were white or just not black.
Anyway, Kret recently released a song in dedication to his daughter called Nala's Song, and the premise of the video is just fathers and their daughters, and the concept is so beautiful. However, there has been a lot of noise about the lack of dark-skin representation within the children. Do you unfortunately see is a lack of representation of dark-skinned girls in particular? Now, let me tell you why this is a problem. And hello, a problem and a fault are not the same thing. This being a problem does not make it the fault of anyone involved in the making of the song or that video. It is a problem because it contributes to the ongoing lack of representation of dark-skinned black girls in mainstream media.
Shady, but I will never not find it weird how UK black men seem to be very allergic to dating women who look like them. Like, I'm sorry, I feel like people get away with too much under the guise of preference. Preference this, preference that. It's just not preference. Because I'm sorry, like, preference is not a good enough excuse. Like, ask yourself why you seem to like the women that you do. I've just seen a snippet of like a video, and it was like a UK rapper who brought together, I think, a bunch of other UK rappers or hyper-visible black men in the UK with all their babies. And it was so cute. I love it for them. But what was interesting to me is that despite this sea, this pool, if you will, of dark-skinned black men, I was struggling, needle in a haystack, struggling to find children who looked like the men on my screen. What do you mean it's a room full of dark-skinned black men, a room full of black men, and we're struggling to find the black in the room? Like, what? And then it's like these same men, a lot of these same men are all about pro-black, black this, evolution, advancement of the black people, black people. How far do you think that blackness is gonna go if clearly...
Recently, there was a video that went viral on Twitter. And, you know, I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, it's very interesting. I love seeing active fathers. Why are all these babies mixed?
All right, I don't like this.
You don't have to like it because you could be the black man who doesn't have to like it. That's fine.
How many people are we talking? Put a number on it.
At least
10 mixed kids.
No, there's more.
Yes.
I'm just saying everyone who was highlighted in that video had a mixed child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone who we give the spotlight to usually have offspring that are mixed kids.
So can I...
If this was a video of black women, I promise you that all those kids would not be mixed, as many as there were in that video. I promise you that.
While we're talking, just look up Afro-Caribbean interracial marriages in the UK.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal.
I
Oh,
never
you
said
But that's what you said. Oh, first thing you said was, how many black people are in the UK?
Yes, because I feel like there's a thing that happens on the internet where it's like, even though what you're saying is completely valid, I think because people only see this, like, there could be 100 of us.
Right.
And if the 15 of us with mixed kids get shown, now we all get grouped into black men all want mixed kids. And I'm just saying that that's not a fact.
What stat do you have?
What do you have?
Half the men in Caribbean backgrounds in Britain is in relationship with a different race.
Okay.
Half? 50?
What did you type in to get that?
Yeah, he typed in Afro-Caribbean interracial dating in the UK.
Interracial, that's the key word.
People are saying that the black women who are talking about this are bitter, and this is why they don't get chosen. There's been a lot of things derailing the conversation. There's been another conversation around you guys are being so, you're showing your disdain for these children and all that sort of stuff.
Wow.
I want to say, first and foremost, with us speaking about this, you've mentioned it there already, but just making it unequivocally clear, nobody has any disdain towards these beautiful children.
Yeah, so it's about lighter pigment being at the top and darker pigment being at the bottom. And that's not about people being more or less attractive. It's about perception and treatment, right? This isn't a reality. This is a perception that then influences and creates a reality for dark-skinned black women. So actually, for me, what angers me and what concerns me is when dark-skinned black women are having these conversations, this isn't just about preferences when it comes to dating. This is about their lived experience.
1000%. And also it feels like gaslighting, because
it absolutely is.
As a dark-skinned black woman, I've directly experienced the colorism that black men, dark-skinned black men perpetuate. So then for us to then even acknowledge it, it's like you're being shouted down when, one, you've experienced it, and then two, you see it in every facet of media, and you see it in all of the choices that celebrity black men make. And, you know, people want to talk about, these are online conversations, it's not happening in real life. Who do you think these people are? Are they just online figments of our imagination?
What was also going viral online was there's an actor called Aaron Pierre who is really being lusted all over TikTok by black females, and is rumored that he has a white wife. And this is how they reacted to it.
Awesome! What? Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa! Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa!
I think we all need to remember, when a man is fine like that and also famous, all of us civilians commented, we don't have a chance with him. So, like, I don't know why are you mad, regardless of who he dates, because it's not going to be us. It's not going to be you.
And it's also not going to stop you from watching his projects.
Yeah.
If a black man being with a white woman stopped you from either watching their projects or not supporting them in sport, a lot of black men would be nowhere in life.
Exactly.
So let's stop pretending that you give a shit.
But it's a lot of...
It's just that it just crushed your brain for 2 seconds that you don't have a chance with Aaron.
What I will have to say about that is, what type of man is Aaron Pierre? And are black females actually really attracted to him, or just the aesthetics that they find attractive? Is he really their type when it comes to his character? And we're going to take a little bit look at the type of man he is and the sort of woman he would go for.
I'm an introvert. Like, despite my career choice as an actor, an artist, I'm actually an introvert and somewhat of a recluse. So a lot of this year, the reception, I've been enjoying it and receiving it in the comfort of my tiny apartment. It's just who I am, you know. I feel like things can coexist.
Yeah.
I feel like I can, you know, do Mufasa the Lion King and also just really enjoy being in my own space, cooking and, you know, listening to audiobooks.
So when you take a look at who Aaron Pierre is and the type of character he has, it's quite clear that a lot of black females don't even have the same type of traits, are not even attracted to the same traits that he actually has. They're all just really lusting over an aesthetic that they find pleasing. And that goes straight back to the same men that they're all complaining about in the music videos. See, a lot of these guys, they think they are attracted to and they actually want, when really you actually are not the best suitor for a lot of these men that you all claim that do not want you. We can also go back to about a black woman and a black female's image. Well, what type of image do you all portray? You know, I want us to listen to what black females have to say about black men in general, and why it actually is negatively affecting them in the dating scene when it comes to having other black men being attracted to you and pursuing to have a family with you.
Quickly before I go out, the girlies want to know if black British women are not dating black British men. Who are they dating? The answer is, we're dating white guys. Both my ex-boyfriends in the UK were white. I'll tell you the type of white, like liberal white men. Like if you watch Love is Blind UK, Benaya, I was dating Benayas, and dating Benayas was great. They treat you very well compared to my other option, which was not dating at all, because the black men in my circles weren't checking for me. They were very much exclusively only dating white women, and they let me know. And two, the black men that I did date, some of them had internalized racism. So there was things about my blackness they didn't like. So, for example, I'm not seen as attractive in the UK. I'm all right, but I led with my personality more because I just didn't think I had the looks, and it was black men telling me that I didn't have the looks. Like, some of the worst names I've ever been called ever in my life have been from black British men. So
I feel like nobody should date black men. And I am a black woman, but I genuinely feel like if you truly want to have a good life and you want to just be well taken care of, you must go and date a man who is not colored in the blackness, or he could be mixed race depending how it is, but some of them have so much complex, it's just annoying to be around those type of men. But not all of them. A lot of them do love, black women and white women and respects them or whatever. But black men specifically have so much complex. They have like these weird color issues. They hate black women, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't know what it is, but I have always been mostly disrespected by black men. If I ever were to date a black man, it has to be some type of Denzel Washington type of shit, But besides that, it's always just some weird ass thing with black men. They have so much color issues and are just bizarre. And I feel like as a woman, if you're looking for a better life, if you want to pursue something big in life, if he's not like Obama or Denzel Washington or like Will Smith, don't even bother to look at him, because no.
Overall, I think there's a huge issue with how black females always have to find another reason to continuously attack black men every single time, when there's already a lot of issues that black females are not actually ever talking about and ever actually dealing with. They're so focused on white women and what they are doing and who they are with, but not actually what black women and black females are doing and the image that you guys portray. It's funny that you have all these expectations for black men to portray an image for you and have a representation of a black woman, but what kind of representation do you guys have right now? And that's the real issue, is you're putting too much pressure on what black men are doing, but no pressure on what black females are doing, and how it's actually black females who are holding the worst representation for other black females, for other black women, and for other black girls. But you all rather pick and choose what you want to be angry at and do nothing about what you guys do to have a negative impact on each other as black females. So overall, I can understand why some black men choose to date outside of their race, especially when they're not exactly a Pookie, a Ray Ray, or a Tyrone, and more introvert like Aaron Pierre. See, that type of personality trait, none of you guys ever found attractive and never will. I personally think that a lot of black females need to get real with themselves about what they actually want and why they want it. And they need to get real with themselves why loads of black men are becoming less attracted to them and pursuing to actually be a part of them when it comes to making them a wife and having children with them. When it comes to how you choose to live your life and represent yourself, not a lot of black men want to be a part of that. And not a lot of black men want that for their daughters either. That's just the bitter truth about it. Don't make you bitter, but the truth is very bitter, and it's not a nice taste of the reality that you all have put yourself in and are experiencing.